I've been asked for the recipe for caramel krispies. So here we are, very simple to make. So this is the recipe for the caramel. And it's exactly the same recipe that I used for the caramel squares. So all I'm doing is this basic recipe of caramel, that's the method, and then adding Rice Krispies. So here we are, we've got butter, golden syrup, sweetened condensed milk and sugar. So in the saucepan, I have melted 200 grams of butter, 3 tablespoonfuls of caster sugar, and 4 tablespoonfuls of golden syrup. And whenever they came together, I added the full tin of condensed milk. So now I've got to keep continuously stirring it until it boils and becomes a nice caramel colour. And that's going to take roughly half an hour. But you need to keep stir until it comes together. Otherwise, it will burn. And the other thing is you need to use a wooden spoon or a plastic cooking spoon or spatula. Metal spoon will not work because the caramel will stick to the saucepan. So the caramel has now come up to the boil. You need to keep stir continuously. I have turned the hob down slightly. And I'm going to keep stirring it and stirring it. Now this is boiling sugar, so it is extremely hot and dangerous. So you must stay with it and don't let a child near it until you're actually finished and have it all made up, because you will get burnt. So keep stirring it, and I want this to be a golden, it needs to thicken and turn a nice fudge colour. So it's starting, as you can see into it, it's got little bits of caramel now. So this is where you need to watch and you need to keep stirring it, otherwise it will stick. So I've taken it off the heat and you just keep taking it on and off and keep working and stirring. So this is almost ready. It's turned a nice caramelly colour, nice fudge colour. And what I've got to do now is add the Rice Krispies. So I've got a box, 500 grams I think in this box. 375 grams of, well, it's Tesco rice snaps, but it's actually Rice Krispies. How much do I need for this? Well, I'm going to guess it. I'm going to try around half the packet and see how you get on. But it could take even the full packet, and I might have to move this into another saucepan. So we'll see how much it takes in a minute. So I did move it into a bigger saucepan, and I've added 225 grams. I've weighed the Rice Krispies, and there's 225 grams. So you need to keep stirring it until all the Krispies are coated with caramel. If you could make a bit less, we'll see what it cuts like. But that looks about right to me. So now I'm going to tip it out onto this tin. I've greased it. I'm not really sure that that's necessary, but I've done it anyway. And I will flatten them down and leave them to harden. So we've pressed them into this tin, and I've flattened them down with the back of a spoon and pressed them well down. And it won't take that long for this to start to set. And while it's doing that, I'm going to melt the chocolate. So that's it ready to set. To do the chocolate, I've taken a 200 grams bar of milk chocolate, and I just used Tesco own brand, which is I think about £1 or something, and I've melted it here. Now it depends on the size of that tin that I have there. All of this is a bit guesswork. I think I'm going to melt a bit more chocolate. So put another 100 grams of chocolate. This time I've used this one here. And this one's out of Tesco's as well. And it's one of those very cheapest. And I think for that 100 gram bar was about 30p. I've used it before and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I put the pan on. I'm going to bring it just to the boil and turn it off and let the chocolate melt. So now I've let it harden for about 15 minutes. I've melted the chocolate and I'm going to spread the chocolate over. So I'm going to put the chocolate on top and just run it round the sides like I done for the caramel squares. So this is what I'm doing here. So I've just spread I didn't use anything, poured it on top, and I just run it down into the corners. Just until it's all covered. And that's it. So all I have to do now is to let it set. And what I will do, whenever it's about half set, just like the caramel squares, I'll take a knife and I'll mark through the chocolate what size I want them. I'm probably going to get at least 24 out of this, if not more. So it's a fair big tray, and I think they should be about the right thickness. I don't like them too thin. So they'll sit in probably for another half hour, maybe, or more, and then I'll cut them. So back to the recipe to finish off. So there we have it, caramel krispies. So easy to make, just be careful with the caramel.